He's like, yeah, I deducted by the kind of trees you had around you where you lived.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
I'm under attack.
James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that. And
I
a
am
lot of
enemy the
things
state #1.
happened this week, James.
A
Not
lot of
only
things
have you
did happen.
successfully doxed both of us, but we also
believe it?
watched one of the greatest movies of all time.
Hey, JD, you can just edit it out.
Just cut it out.
Just cut it out.
Am I gonna have to put
Add
a
a little more
black bar
work
over
onto
the
that
windows
plate.
of your car every single time we do like a food review now or something?
I guess
It's
we
already
just
too
gotta
late.
record it like. I guess we gotta record it like we did the new one, where it's just whited out. It's so blown out.
Yeah, I
behind
don't
us that
know.
you
I
can't
kind of
see
want to do
anything.
something for Halloween. I'll just fly out there to insert location.
And me
How
just
did-
staring him dead in the eye.
It's you.
just-
It's your smile
I
fading
didn't
from your
tell you that.
face. Just
No,
what?
literally, there was a moment I was able to like, yeah, and wait, I didn't tell you that, Mel. I was like, grief, did you actually say it or something? I was gonna be like, yeah, it's fine. And I was just like, no, I work for the government. That's kind of part of my job.
Finding where you are is part of my job.
He's like, he was like telling us, because
Well, clearly he's
he gets
not
on
very.
TikTok lives and talks to us, and he's like, yeah, sometimes I remember I can fuck up people's lives sometimes, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, clearly he's not very good at his job, James. Because if he really did dig on you, he'd find the bodies, all 42 of them. But he hasn't. So
29 buried.
government
0
guys,
found.
you're gonna have to fire that dude, whoever that dude is. Okay. 49.
buried. 0 found.
Anyway, James.
You're pointless. Get rage bait.
Rage baited. I'm glad you're finally coming around to the joys of rage baiting. It's an art.
It was an experience rage baiting that guy.
It was an art. You know?
It's both rage bait, but also so genuine.
See, that's where you still haven't mastered it, you know? Rage bait has to be completely ironic. It has
I
to
know,
be it has
but
to be
it's-
done
it's-
solely for the sake of making the other person rage. There has to be no truth in it. None of your personal feelings into it. It's just simply to get them angry. That's
It's
the truth
just-
form.
It's just I was like, oh man, because the video is like about EDP, and I'm like, oh, that's funny because the guy that's reacting in the video also had an EDP situation. The guy goes, no, he didn't, and I'm like, well, yeah, he
Okay.
did. He's like, no, 16's legal. And I'm like, if the age was 12, would you find that legal? And then he blocks me, and I'm like, I didn't even mean to.
James,
But
different cultures,
genuinely-
man. Different cultures, different rules. That's all it is.
Across the world, there are different cultures.
Mr. Worldwide, or you're arguing with Mr. Worldwide over there, man. You're
Where
not
do we
gonna
live?
win.
America.
You're not gonna win.
Don't you know that in some places in
I know-
America,
I know
the
you're
age is
always-
12,
you're the-
16?
You're the anti-American guy. Oh, I hate America. I hate America. But all of a sudden, when someone talks about somewhere else, it's just, oh, America rules. See,
Well, yeah,
I don't think you're
obviously.
quite
I mean-
American like me.
I mean, I can hate America because I'm from here, but the moment when you fucking Brits bring it up, quiet down, crooked teeth.
When the British guy over here starts yapping.
Oh yeah, God, not to clean my chimney with I inside.
Don't worry, guys. We love you, British guys. If you're chill like that,
Yeah,
then you
name
know-
them. You love the British people? Name them.
Yeah. Number 1, Ice Cube from the recent movie we just watched.
Obviously, the accent was bleeding through the entire performance.
We watched Ice Cube War of the Worlds, the Amazon one.
They didn't call it Amazon War of the Worlds. It's Ice Cube War of the Worlds.
Ice Cube's
The
War.
Amazon
It's
one.
not even Ice Cube's War of the Worlds though. He didn't produce or anything. He's just in it as the main character. What's his name, James, in the movie? What is his name?
Ronald?
That's close.
Donald?
I thought you would remember better since his last name was kind of similar to your last name.
Oh,
Don't say it because then I'll have to
James?
cut it out. But
uh, Donald Trump?
yes.
It's me.
Anyway, James,
Trump.
we watched the whole thing, and we recorded it, and that track will come out eventually, probably within this next week. I'm pretty, I want to get everything sorted, all done with. Make sure
Hmm.
that it doesn't cross the line of where it gets taken down, but instead if it's content ID'd, I'm okay with that. But as long as it doesn't get taken down. So I don't know how litigious Amazon is with their content being shown. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, after watching the movie, I have to say, man, people were saying like, "Oh my god, this is the worst movie of all time. I hate this movie." And it's like terrible plot, terrible characters, terrible writing. And yes, but also no, because it's great. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I'm not gonna lie. I sat
Yeah, it
there
was so good.
I sat there with James, and James literally like during the whole part where the movie was boring, in my opinion, he's like wide awake, just like questioning everything. And then when the good stuff
Brain
happens, when like
on.
people are dying and the tripod's invading and he's blowing up shit, and I'm like James, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Like what? It makes zero sense to me.
It's my
You're,
favorite thing
you're like my you're like my
of
you're like my
you
other
of
friend
you
who's
just
like I can't read fantasy manga because all the action is just so boring. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? That's the whole point. The action is the point.
no, listen, I enjoy movies. I love movies. I my brain was melted.
You
I
love
I
boring
was
movies, James.
I love me
Like
some
during
movies
the boring exposition of the whole, oh, I'm a CIA hacker and I have two kids. You're just wide awake, like, wait a minute. Oh my
because it's
god,
the
this is so
first
interesting.
five
And then
seconds of the movie.
no,
It's the
it took like
first
10
five
minutes.
seconds. It was not. It
It
was
was
the
literally
first
intro,
five
and then
seconds when we got
tripods came
intro.
and destroyed everything. That was in 20 minutes. That was the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, look, the first 5 minutes of just B-roll shit burned through my brain immediately.
It didn't stop. The B-roll never stopped.
the moment the moment he sits down, his webcam turns on to identify him, and he says his full name to the machine for
What's his full name?
verification.
You
I
got to remember his
died.
first name, though, don't
I
you?
died.
You remember his first
No,
name, right?
not even slightly.
Come on, man.
I remember nothing. I remember
Okay.
getting it wrong
Okay,
and
what if I
thinking he
told
was
you what if
somebody
I told
else.
you his first name is the same first name as the dude whose last name is Afton? Does that ring any bells?
Oh, Michael.
Yeah. So Ice Cube, we see him like immediately. He sits down at his computer, and this whole movie takes place on his desktop, I think. And he has a little face ID thing where he has to speak his name into his webcam, and he goes William Radford, and then that unlocks his whole like desktop. And
I
I
forgot
don't know
about
if I think he just does the classic Ice Cube face impression the whole time. I think that's just his resting face, right? For Ice Cube.
that.
So
Sorry, I'm already thinking about the ending credits of the movie with the
Ice
poster.
Cube's Ice Cube's resting face is his like brow furrowed, and his mouth is like agape. So
It's
he
slightly ajar.
so this dude is a mouth breather. I'm not gonna lie. He is his there's zero times in the movie where his mouth is closed. It is always open.
Solidarity.
It is always open. His even when he's smiling, his brows are furrowed. So I don't know. He just always looks kind of mean, kind of unapproachable. But we get introduced to him, and
I can't imagine being like that.
we immediately find out he's a loser. He's kind of like a stalker, a government agent. He's the personification of the meme government Fed agent watching my computer. You know, where all he does is just spy on people. He hacks into things with like two lines of code. Goes hack into system, and then he's in.
It's my favorite thing is where he has an AI chat GBT thing that generates shit for him.
Yeah, he has a
It's so
script.
lazy.
He has a script that he just puts in like generate passkey, and then it just creates a random passcode that works for the whatever system he's trying to get into.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, and then he has a daughter. Do you remember what her name is?
No, I know
Faith.
somebody. I think
Faith
somebody's named.
Radford. I don't have any notes pulled up, by the way. I just remember this because it's a good movie, right?
I
Faith.
think there's somebody named Mark.
There is somebody named Mark. You remember? You
It's the
remember because
only
he's
one I
Roderick. He's
remember.
Roderick from the Diary of the Wimpy Kid
Yeah.
movie. It's Mark.
and they keep reusing the same two photos of him.
Yeah.
And it's the funniest thing.
Yeah,
It's just the same two photos
when they're
that don't even make
introducing
sense.
characters, it's when William Afton is just browsing like their Facebook pages and stuff, and their FaceTimes and their text message profile pics, and they're all like the same. It's the same picture.
It's so good. It's the same two pictures, and the best thing is that they're two pictures that take place after the movie ends.
Yeah, they show the
So they
picture.
don't make sense.
It's
They
a it,
couldn't have taken more photos.
they got caught in a time loop. So Faith is William Radford's daughter, and she's pregnant with her boyfriend's baby, and her boyfriend is Mark Roderick from Diary of the Wimpy Kid, that guy.
Hmm.
And her boyfriend is a Amazon delivery driver.
Yeah.
And this movie is like sponsored out of the ass by Amazon. I know it was made by Amazon.
I wonder who made the movie.
I mean, they made it, but they didn't have to make it so like so much that every person's like, man, I don't have a thumb drive. Where could I get one?
It's
Amazon
like whenever
Prime.
Sony makes a movie and it's like everybody's using Sony products and it's
Yeah,
like who
Amazon
who
Prime with free 2-day delivery, even by drone.
you can order it off Amazon. I'll fly it to you. Amazon Air. It's the future of delivery.
Yeah. We got training for it. You know,
We all got training for it. I
we all
have it
got
right
training
here,
for
even
it.
though I'm in a
Slips
delivery
on
truck.
VR headset. Whoa, here I go.
Slips on VR headset and speed racing a fucking drone, not even a delivery one, because that's not what they look like. It's
Yeah.
one of the speed racing ones.
Yeah, and William Radford also has a son. You remember what his name is?
Um, Disruptor.
He is Disruptor. He is. By the way, spoilers.
Spoilers.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
watch this
everybody's
movie,
really
but
worried.
spoilers. His son's name is Dave. I think I remember it being Dave.
No fucking shot. His name was Dave.
I'm pretty sure it was Dave.
No shot.
I actually don't super
Oh
remember the
my
son
god,
much.
it's David. It's David.
I knew it. It was Dave. He calls him Dave, I
That's
think.
so stupid.
Hmm. Yeah, so David, Faith,
Oh
and
my
William,
god.
a happy family. A little dysfunctional because William is kind of I guess he's an absent
Bad dad.
father. We get shown it because there's text messages between him and
Hold on,
Faith.
hold on. He's an absent father to his adult children.
Yeah, to his adult children who, well, in these days and age, it's a little hard getting out there independently. But
I think it's so funny that he's quote unquote absent father, but it's so clear he lives at home with his son and talks to his son constantly.
I don't think I don't know if he lives at home.
Well, it's his home that his son lives at.
Yeah, it's his home his son lives at, but like I guess he's just never home or something. He's just always in the
How does that make sense?
Pentagon office. I'm not sure which office
The
he's in.
Pentagon office.
I don't know if he's actually in the Pentagon, but
Governmental building.
he's in Government Building A, and that's where
In
where he is
Government
for
Building
like
A,
the entire
an
movie.
Office of 3, but he's the only one there. But there's someone's coffee and hoodies and backpacks, so
But they
somebody's
never show
clearly
up.
there.
They
But
never show up in the movie.
It's so funny because it's like he works in this office of 3 people. What do the
Yeah.
other 2 do? If he's
Exactly
this
the same thing he
master-
does.
If he's this master of like spycraft. What do the other 2 do?
The Master Hacker Band.
Someone's playing fucking Halo Combat Evolved on the PC.
William
in the
William
background.
Radford is what pirate software wishes he could be. It's just like a government super agent, super hacker.
there is the pirate software story of like, yeah, I saw somebody trying to hack into the thing and I stopped it. I got a governmental medal.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but
Guys.
I worked about 7 years at the Pentagon,
I worked about 7 years at the Pentagon. My father
And
did
when
work
I was at
there,
the
but I
Pentagon-
worked there unrelated. I got the job without people knowing he was my father.
I actually quit. Okay, I quit that job that my father got me, but then I
I actually
reapplied on
quit.
my own terms and I got in with my own skill.
Uh-huh.
I successfully
It
hacked
definitely
into
wasn't because it was
AOL.
Still my name. I hacked into AOL.
So William Radford, he's like this goat at hacking, and he gets a notification. He's just tuned into his children's lives, I guess. Like everything they do, it pops up on his monitor, what are they doing at the time, and
Any fucking
David
thing they do, immediate notification.
David spends like $300 on like a game. I thought it was a gotcha game, but I think it was just I don't know what it was. A microtransactions, a buying new game, a console. But he spends like $300 on something, and then William's like, "What the?" And then he opens it up and he sees David just playing this game. Do you know what the game was called? Remember it?
Like quantum fucking
Yeah.
planets or some shit.
Yes, you got
Quantum
it right there.
planets.
Quantum planets.
You're rebooting
They
my
show
brain bit by
they show like
bit.
a fake Steam page of Quantum Planets. It's not a real game.
It's
Uh,
so funny they use the real Steam page but use a fake game.
and it was like
They
it's
could
like a flight simulator, like what was it? Like a aircraft simulator where he's like
they
flying
literally
something
could
and
have just
shooting at
made it
stuff.
that one fucking like planet generating video game. They didn't have to use a fake one.
Hmm.
It's
But
so good.
yeah, and then
The movie's
he
so good.
and then what William does, he's like, son of a bitch. He hates video games, by the way, and he goes, son of a
Really.
bitch. What the? And then he uninstalls Quantum Planets from David's computer, and then
From his
David
computer
FaceTimes
to
him.
David's.
David FaceTimes him, and he's like, what the hell, Dad?
Oh yeah. Wait, doesn't he buy the game and he's immediately already in the middle of playing it?
I don't think
Isn't that what
he didn't
happens?
buy the game. I don't think he just
He
bought
makes
something.
some he makes some sort of gaming purchase
Yeah, he
and
makes
his
some
dad
gaming
sees it
purchase,
and then
but when he
uninstalls the
and
game.
when William checks up on him, he's playing Quantum Planets. But
Well,
it
it's
might be
right
like
after he purchases something, he like right away checks on him.
that one game that I don't know if you were the one that was talking to me about being excited for, like Star Citizen. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Where you could buy like $400 ships from it before it even released in the game, or before the game's even out. I don't think it's out right now. So maybe Quantum Planets is like that, where David bought like a $400 clan supercraft in Quantum Planets, but it just hasn't released yet. You know?
That's possible.
I doubt that that's what they were referencing.
You
So
don't think that's what they're
because
What made you
if
think
there's
that wasn't
anything
the
that's
idea?
super clear, it's that the people who made this movie have no idea about hacking, no idea about, I guess, anything tech related except for Facebook, WhatsApp, uh, and iMessage. They don't know anything about Steam. They don't know anything about drones. They don't even know anything about video games, dude. Everybody's wearing VR headsets to play video games. Nobody plays normal video games. They're always
It's my
playing
favorite
VR
thing.
games. So that's one thing that's really funny. Um. Anyway, so after we get introduced this, all the introductions get follow up immediately by like the tripod invasion. I guess there's like a small introduction of like a hacker group led by Disruptor. Disruptor is like a hacker that's hacked into the government and it's spreading secrets about the government program. What is the government program's name, James? Come on.
Oh,
Come on. What was his name? Huge major plot point, James. Mentioned multiple times during the story. Come on.
the NSA.
Uh you might not know what I was talking about, but Goliath. Project Goliath
Oh,
is the
right. Sorry, Project Life. The
yes,
fucking
Project Goliath
so
is the
dumb.
secret government program that Disruptor
You're
was
so
hacking
invested
into.
in this plot.
I was invested because it's a great movie, James.
You're so willing to
Have
remember
I mentioned I
everything
have
else.
no notes pulled up? Have I
You
mentioned that
have,
it's
but I
just
don't know
all
if
off the
that's
top of my
true.
head because I
You've said
remember
that.
it?
I don't know if it's true though, JD.
It is truth. Goliath is the name of the program. You can watch the movie again if you want to double
I'm
check.
not watching that movie again. You can't make me.
You're gonna watch the track that I release, and then you'll see that I'm
Yeah,
right.
I'll watch the track
Yeah,
release and
you'll
watch
see that I'm
myself
right.
fall asleep.
Disruptor is hacking into Goliath, and he's trying to find out what Goliath is about from the
And I'll watch
government.
my eyes glaze over as it happens.
And then William Radford, since he works for the government, he's like, man, I gotta stop this guy. So he sends like a small task force that, you know, and the main lady, uh, leader of the task force group, just uses her phone, FaceTimes William Radford as she's storming
the
this building.
the FBI field agent
Yeah, FBI
Sheila
field agent.
Jeffries.
Oh, you remember her name then, huh?
I have the cast pulled
Oh,
up.
you have it pulled up?
I have my IMDb pulled up. There's seven, by the way, there's seven named actors, and then the rest are like additional people. And it's like only five more
A
people.
surprising amount of characters in the movie. There are
It's
seven.
so funny.
That's actually quite a lot.
There's so few people in this fucking movie. Yet there's so much.
But before well, they don't catch Disruptor because he's been you know,
Oh my god, that was Eva Longoria,
who?
the scientist lady.
Oh, I don't forgot her name. Sarah from NASA or something.
Fucking Sandra.
Sandra, that's what it was.
I
Yeah.
can't believe that was Eva Longoria.
Uh, I can't either. So they don't catch Disruptor in this apartment building. That oh, by the way, how William found out about Disruptor's location is he saw the video that Disruptor posted about Goliath, and he goes, he
Yep.
types in his little console script, goes find IP address, and then it just pops up the IP address for him,
It's so good.
and he goes, and then he immediately sends the IP address to Jeffries, and she's like, I'm on it, and then they do the thing. They almost do like a Venom 3 thing where like the task force is like dying by like the big Venom monster. And then immediately like the leader just pulls up his phone, starts FaceTiming, FaceTiming the general and goes, guys, it's really rough out here.
It's not even a joke.
That's what Jeffries does.
Clark Gregg, aka Coulson, fucking NSA director Donald Briggs just literally goes, "Hey, President, it's bad."
Coulson's in this movie. He is in this movie as General Briggs.
Excuse me, Secretary of Defense.
Spoilers, he's a bad guy.
I have
So
crystal clear image quality, but I'm lagging.
yeah, they have no idea. I just maybe they never used FaceTime before. They just don't know what bad video quality looks like, or
I
what a
mean,
bad video call would be
you saw
like.
all the times they would just blur out people's faces for no reason.
Yeah, they never like reduce the pixels of like the or the,
No,
like reduce the resolution of the video calls. What they do is they put in like this
it's
weird effect where it like glitches out instead of like reducing like pixelating.
it's it's all 4K cameras,
It
no
starts
matter what
artifacting. That's what
device.
it is. Like it'll start like that TikTok filter where it just sweeps across the screen, glitchy lines come across the screen, and then all of a sudden it's a whole different scene. That's what they do. But Jeffries doesn't catch Disruptor. He's not in the apartment building, and then meteors start raining out of the sky. News reports of meteors coming down from the sky, and William Radford on his computer is just like looking at all this. And Ice Cube has probably some of the best reactions ever. You know,
It's maybe the only reason to watch this movie is just for the reactions.
it's because Ice Cube, his reactions is just his normal resting face, but then he puts like his hand up to his like temple, or he goes, damn, god damn.
It's so good.
It's
Whoa,
hilarious.
it's so much whoa.
He goes, whoa, damn. I'm pretty sure he was more distraught when he was more distraught about his son like messing up his house, or no, his house being blown up, than a bunch of people dying in front of him. Like he's literally talking to people, they die, and then like this he goes, oh, and then his house blows up and he goes, fuck. Remember that? That was
He was more
funny.
angry about his house being blown up and that his son was disruptor than anything else.
Yeah.
than a person who appeared to be his best friend dying right in front of
Actually,
him. Him
he
just
was
going,
more angry.
Sheila!
He was more angry that his house was blown up, like the whole fuck thing, when he shouted out fuck, than when David first was like going to die. By the way, David fakes his death like three
I
times in the
forgot.
movie. I don't know if I should mention this.
It's so funny.
They fake out David's death like three times. So when the tripods show up, they start blasting everything, and then they start blasting all the block, and then for some reason, David and Faith, both of his children, leave a building. They're both in buildings, and they leave the building when the tripods attack, and they go into the street like that the tripods are on, and they're running from the tripods on the street, and they go, "Oh my god!" And then David's like FaceTime glitches out by just freezing on him. It plays like a vine boom sound, and his screen goes black.
Oh god.
And then Ice Cube goes, "Whoa, no, David."
It's so good. It's the one that people keep using the picture of the
I thought
most.
they edited
It's
that. Like I thought they edited like the zooms that it did, or like the
no,
way it froze, but no, they just
no,
straight
it's
up took
all
the
in the
clip from the
fucking
movie.
movie. It's dude, the zoom in on him dying
This movie
with the
has like
noise is
this movie
so
has like
good.
ADHD editing. It is always zoomed in on something and like moving across like the screen like crazy. It's always like zooming in on things and then moving and then zooms out, zooms back in. There's like maybe not there's not even like 10 seconds of footage where it's just no edits at all. It's always zoomed in. It's always like camera turning and stuff. It's crazy. That made it a little hard to watch, to keep track of stuff. They love this the edit where they zoom in on William Bradford's cursor as it's moving across the screen, so you just can't see anything but cursor. But
This is
anyway,
the
yeah,
most
David
perfect movie in the world.
David like dies in quotations from the tripods, and then Faith gets like injured from a tripod when she's running. And like I want to say for like 80% of the movie, Mark is like trying to make his way to Faith and just never gets there. He gets there eventually, but like for 80% of the movie, he's on the way there. So like we don't know where this dude is. Faith gets injured, and then William's like, "Oh my god, I, I'm coming to you." And then he gets up and he tries leaving his office room, but the door's locked. So he gives
Then
up.
he has to automatically unlock it from his computer.
Yeah,
The
he goes back
glass
to his
door.
computer. He types in like unlock door, and then like he does a little like
I'm
clicky thing
in.
on the system, and it unlocks his door. And then he this part would confuse me because it was like a editing wise was a little weird. He unlocks the door from his computer, then he gets out of the room, and he's running down the hallway. And I think he pulls out his phone, and he's FaceTiming. He pulls out his phone and he's FaceTiming Faith, but the movie uh is still on his like desktop, I think. Like the movie is still showing the desktop. So his phone FaceTime is on his desktop along with Faith. And then he's running down like the stairwell of the building he's in, and that stairwell is locked. So he just goes back to his computer. And he never leaves that room
He
again.
never tries to open the secondary
No.
door. Just goes back to his computer. That's it.
Yeah, and then he goes, "Oh man." And then he calls Mark. And he doesn't call Mark. He hacks into Mark's Amazon GoPros that he has in his Amazon car, his
By the
delivery
way,
car.
there's six of them,
There are like
but
six
some
of
of them
them.
aren't in the shot.
There's six of them.
This
They're all in the
movie, they
shot.
clearly only had like three
They're
GoPros
they're
they could
all in the
use and had to
shot, and
move
then he
around.
goes Mark, and then Mark's like what, and he like starts looking around. Who said that?
Fucking freaks out.
Mark, it's me. What? Who said that? Are you in my Amazon Prime subscription? No, you stupid. Faith is in danger. You got to go over to her, man. I'm gonna send her your ad. I'm gonna send you her address. You got to go over there. And he's like, all right, I'm on my way. And
It
then
takes him so long. It takes him like so
remember that
long.
for the majority of this movie, Mark is just on his way, right? So they
Mark
go
is
through like this
driving.
whole
Mark
thing where
gets into traffic, so Mark starts running.
yeah,
Mark is still running.
Faith gets like a piece of metal like lodged into her thigh, so she's like injured and bleeding. So she like tourniquets it, like ties it off with like a piece of cloth or something. And then William's like, "All right, you're gonna have to move because there's a tripod coming out in your area right now." So she gets up and she starts like fumbling over to a Tesla that William hacked into and opened the door for her. And the tripod's down the street, like about to attack her. I think you might have been asleep for this because you were like unresponsive. But
You edited the video. You'd know.
no, I
My
think you
brain
know
would have
this. You know
glazed
this part.
over. My brain would might have just went numb. I don't know.
You know this part. Yeah, she's slowly like moving. It takes this whole scene is like 2 minutes long. She's like just slowly shambling her way over to the Tesla on the street, while the tripod's like coming at her. But the funny thing about
Yeah,
this scene was that every time they show the tripod moving, it'd be like 15 steps back the next time they show it in another frame.
it's constantly
So
returning
it's
to
like
the same point.
it's coming closer, and it cuts back, cuts away from the tripod to Faith shambling, cuts back to the tripod. It's like further back now, and it's still on its way. So,
It's so good. This movie's so perfect.
Faith does get to the Tesla. She hops into the back seat, and then the ingenious auto drive design system just takes over and starts driving her to the hospital, I think. And she's just in the backseat, and they decide to have like this is where like the boring emotional scene happens, where it's just like, sorry Faith, I wasn't such a good father and stuff. And then she's just like, you were never there for me. Well, she's like, she's pregnant, by the way, so she's pregnant and she's bleeding, injured, and there's tripods in the area. But the funny thing is, when they show like the Tesla front camera view on its dash screen,
It's so good.
it
They
shows
never
just
had
like a
to
normal
show it.
street. They just took a Tesla driving down like a normal street, and so there's people walking on the sidewalks, and like there's a bunch of people at the farmers market buying stuff, selling stuff. It's like nothing's ever happening. Meanwhile, there's a tripod like 2 blocks down, obliterating everything with a giant laser. So
There is an active alien invasion and
active
genocide.
alien invasion, and there's a woman just walking down the street, farmers market in full view. I mean, you gotta buy your stuff. You gotta get your stuff, your groceries. So they they're driving down the street, and then I think he might have like called Mark again. He's like, "Where are you at, man? You gotta get there." And Mark's like, "I'm on my way. I'm on my way."
By the
And
way,
then
by the way, I think this is a genuine, unintentional point in the movie for why it's taken Mark so long. He never told Mark she got in an Uber and went to a hospital. He just kept telling Mark to go to the same place she was injured at. So
we made a
I think
joke.
he genuinely got lost.
We made a joke because William has like this UI that shows like the GPS location of everyone he's like snooping in on. And we made a joke where like Mark's little blip on his GPS is just moving further away from the city, like in the opposite direction. And that's why it's taking him so long, is that he's just trying to get the hell out of there. And he's not actually on his way. But yeah, I think David at some point is like FaceTimes William, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're still alive!" And then David's like at his house, in his room, I think. And then David's like, "Hey, I have to tell you something. Like this is like that's the first thing he says after
No, it's
after
so good.
he's death, his fake death. He hops on the call and he's like, "Dad, I have to tell you something." And he's like, "Oh my God, you're still alive, man. Where are you right now? Are you safe?" And he's like,
Dad,
"Dad,
I gotta tell you something.
the government is lying to you." And then his dad goes, "What?
The dad's like, I don't have time for
What are you
this.
talking about?" And he's like, "The government is hiding things from us. Okay, I'm gonna send you something, and you have to check it out." And he goes, "The government isn't hiding anything from us." And then he opens like the file that David sent, and it stumbles upon like Project Goliath, and it's revealed that they're like sending messages out into space, like sending messages out into space to call aliens to them or something. And then William goes, "Oh my God, you're right. They've been lying to us the whole time." He goes on a
Well,
monologue. He's not on
it's my
face to
favorite thing is that like he doesn't look at it at
Yeah,
first. Like he's so
he ends the
untrustworthy.
FaceTime with David. So he's just mumbling, he's just monologuing to himself, essaying to himself, where he's like, "Oh my God, it's right. They have been lying to us the whole time. The reason they're invading us is because of this Project Goliath. They're about
It
to come
all
to us and eat
comes
all of our
back.
data."
No,
And
not my
so
data.
the tripods actually get like they start getting like destroyed by like the world armies of the world start like blasting these tripods, and then Ice Cube is like, "Yeah, go get them. Take your intergalactic asses back home." I think that's what he says, right? Was that his line?
It probably was. It sounds like something they made him say.
Yeah, he's like, "Take your intergalactic asses back home," and he like fully turns around, points up into his corner of his room, I guess. And then the tripods break into the data centers, and they start they start putting their like tentacle penises into the data centers and like infecting it.
And he's like fighting it, and he's like, "Move, bitch, get out of the way."
Yeah, and then Jeffries is on her phone and she's like, "Take a look at this." And she just shows like the giant tripod penis on the ground, just like slithering its way into the building. And so that's what's happening is the tripods are sucking up all the data from everywhere, and it's making it so the military can't do anything against them, I guess. So then William's like, wait a minute, they're sucking up data. I work with data. I'm a hacker. And what they're like
Hacker
a
man.
virus. And what's a virus? A bug. And so we can make these bugs and put them into the data centers and it'll work. Oh no. What happened was that the tentacle thing like infects the data center, but it like turns into like a swarm of like mechanical biomechanical bugs. And so like Jeffries is getting like attacked by some bugs in the data center, and then like a bug drops on the screen, and then I say to James, I'm like, get it? It's infecting the data center with bugs because bugs in
And then I
data.
wake up from the
And then
nightmare.
and then you snap awake and you're just in your bed. You're in a hospital bed and you have your entire body
It's
is just
been
full of broken
15
bones.
years. It's been 15 years.
You see a person sitting beside you in your bed and you don't recognize
It's
them
Ice
and
Cube.
you don't recognize them and they go, James, you're finally awake. It's been forever. You've been asleep for 15 years. And you go, what? And then Ice Cube walks into the room. He takes off his glasses and he goes, yeah, man, we
You gotta
lost.
be shitting me.
We lost. And then you snap awake again, but then you're watching the War of the World Ice Cube with me. So it's affecting the data center with bugs, and they're like, maybe we can design like counter bug for it. So William Ice Cube, he talks to his son David, and David's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I'm Disruptor, and then so he calls up on his friends, and he's like, yeah, we can design some kind of like virus that'll like stop they'll infect them and stop them from stealing all our data. And so introduce the hackers to us, James.
Fuck. Burnout,
Are you all right?
Starfire, um, Disruptor.
Starfire,
Um,
Disruptor's the main guy, yeah.
oh, Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. There's one more.
I don't know the last one.
I don't remember the last one either. It was like Ground Smasher or something. I don't know. Anyway, they have like terrible names. So and
It's
the
just
plan they
the
had
most like
was like insane
lame
too. They were
names
like,
ever.
so David Disruptor, he's like, all right, Starfire, you're gonna design like the infrastructure, and then Thelma Louise, you're gonna make it portable into the USB drive, and then Ground Smasher, just don't get into trouble. And they were just like, what?
No, he's like, and Burnout, try
Burnout,
not to get into trouble.
Burnout, just try not to get into trouble. And then Looney Tunes, a little but happens, and then and so they start designing this virus, but then the tripods like they get a hold of this. They get into like the system, and they're seeing that the hackers are developing something that would beat them. So what they do is the tripods are actually they're like these big like building tall aliens with three tentacle legs that they walk on, and they have a big like head. They look like a squid, and so the head like is the one that shoots lasers. But from the ones that have like collapsed, the tripods can detach their head from their legs and just fly like a spaceship. So they
It's
do
so
that.
good. It's like, why are you even tripods?
Why you walk on the legs if you can fly?
Why
The legs don't do
you?
anything. It's not like they don't
Why are
they
you
never use
hurting
it to like
yourself?
stab people or like use it to smack around things. They just walk on them. So they detach from the legs and they fly as a spaceship, and they fly over to like the IP addresses of all the hackers, and they just blast like their buildings. They explode their buildings, shoot missiles into it. And the scene we get is just the hackers like first off, they don't have their video cameras turned on. in the video call, but I guess the tripod's hacked into it to make their video call videos turn on, so we get to see what they
Which is
look
so
like.
funny
We get to
because
see what
it's
they
like,
look
why
like,
do any of them even have them
and
on?
then all
Like,
of them just get like in their video call, they just get like CS:GO flashbanged. They just screen just turns white while they're there.
it's like a bunch of the same looking people. It's
Yeah,
the same dude in every shot.
yeah, and they get
It's so
obliterated.
oh
And then
god.
while they're getting obliterated, David's just like Disruptor. No, David's like Starfire. No, Thelma and Louise. No.
Then Kai Cenat gets hit by a meteor.
And then David's webcam also just does that too. Like he gets blown up, right?
It's so
Um,
good.
here's the funny thing about it. His webcam gets blown up, but later that's the second time he fake died. Is when the tripods attacked him.
Whoa, dude, spoiler.
But then he reappears again, like in another FaceTime with Ice Cube, and he's like, "No, I didn't die. I pinged my location to my or no, my actual location. I'm staying at my friend's house, but I was just pinging my location to our house. So they blew up our house, but I'm okay." But the thing is, in the video call, you can see like the explosion happening. So I guess he just faked the explosion too, at the same time that his house was blown
A
up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing because the system there went down, his IP didn't like recognize it. But also, why was he lying to his dad?
I
Why
don't
did
know.
he have the green screen up in front of his dad? The aliens won't understand that's not the right house. The
I mean,
aliens don't know.
he's got to trick the aliens. He tricked the aliens into thinking they
Why
blew him
does he
up.
have to
He
trick
because
the
he
aliens?
faked an explosion at in his webcam. Remember that?
It's
Because he
so
was never
good.
actually at the house that
But
blew up.
he could have just done that without faking. It's
Yeah.
so
So what happens
stupid.
is in his green
It's
screen.
so stupid.
So he has a green screen up of his room at Ice Cube's house, and there was like an anime poster there, and we can I think it was a JoJo anime poster up in his room. And when he takes down the green screen, he's just in another room, but there's that room also has an anime poster, and it's One
Yeah,
Punch Man.
yeah, it's so like,
And that
oh,
was really cool.
what do kids like? Anime,
Yeah, this
anime.
whole time. So when all the hackers are getting blown up, it's David going like, "No, Starfire," and then Ice Cube's like, "Damn, oh man, oh shit," and then
He literally sees somebody. Oh, he sees the lady get hit by the meteor, and his reaction is, "Damn,
yeah, damn.
damn."
His reaction is so good when his house blows up when
Uh,
David's camera blows up. He goes, "Oh, what, David, fuck!" And I think he like screams fuck, slams on his desk, and then yeah. So the reactions are great. David didn't die. So they finished making the bug, and they're like, yeah, we just gotta put it in a thumb drive and plug it into the data center. And then Ice Cube's like, we don't have no thumb drives in here. No thumb drives are allowed within like 50 feet of this building, of this government building A. And so
I do you
they,
think they filmed this movie chronologically?
I maybe they finally so Mark finally gets to Faith, who's in the hospital. But before that, he goes back to check up on Faith, and
Wait, no, she's
Faith's
not even in a hospital, is she? She's
I think
like
she's at a hospital.
hiding. No, because doesn't the Tesla die before she can make it there? And
Oh
then he
yeah, the
checks the
Tesla like
car, and
runs out of battery.
there's a ridiculous amount of blood in the car.
So what happens is like the Tesla runs out of battery, and then if when he goes back to check on Faith, he hacks into the Tesla cameras, and she's not in the back seat, but it's just like caked in blood. There's blood everywhere in the Tesla, and there's like a huge blood trail that leads out of the Tesla and like going into this building. And so he hacks into like different security cameras, like tracking down Faith. Um, and by the way, he got a notification of when the Tesla like stopped, I think. And so he gets the notification that Tesla stopped. He immediately goes to see like the Tesla camera, and Faith is just long gone, like disappeared. And it's just a huge long blood trail. which he follows, and
So
the faith is
funny.
just like chilling in like a room somewhere, and there's just a ridiculous amount of blood, like comical amount, and it's all fake by the way. It looks fake,
it's so. Oh god, this
like
movie's not
CGI'd blood,
real.
CGI'd
It's not
bloody
real.
handprints and stuff. And then Mark shows up and he's like, "Hey, I finally made it. I'm here. I heard you guys needed a thumb drive. Well, guess what? Uh, you can order it off Amazon, and I can drone deliver it to you. I could drone deliver it to you because they trained us for drone deliveries." And so William's like, "That's an amazing idea. I will use my Prime subscription to do that." So he goes on Amazon.com, orders a thumb drive for like $20 or something. It was like 20. It was a $20 thumb drive. And then Mark straps on his VR headset and like VR controls to start piloting this drone that he just has with him. And he grabs the box that has a thumb drive in it, and he starts flying it over to the government building that Ice Cube's in. And but all the tripods are like they're in on the plan. So they're trying to like shoot down this drone with their lasers and they're flying around it. And then Mark is just piloting this thing. It looks like Quantum Planets, by the way, the drone camera video feed that we're seeing. It looks like Quantum Planet. So he's like flying across all these laser beams and everything's trying to shoot it down. And I think it like hits something and then it falls to the ground like upside down. And the drone is just completely fine, by the way. It's just upside down. And so they're like, instead of saying like, "Oh, the drone's broken, we failed," they're like, "Oh, we just need to flip it upside down." But there's just like some random dude in the middle of the street where the drone fell down next to is like some homeless guy. And the homeless
It's
guy,
so it's so fucking crazy.
this whole
It's
scene, I have
so
no idea why they put this scene in there, by the way. So the drone's upside down, and we can see that there's a homeless dude like crouched down behind his little like tent on the highway. And then they're like, "Hey, get that guy. Tell that guy to go flip the drone over, the homeless guy." And so they send the homeless guy a text message. They send him a text message like, "Hey, can you flip the drone over on the street?" And he pulls out his like the homeless guy pulls out his iPhone 17 Pro Max, and he's like, "Hmm."
it's
And
so good
he
because like
replies,
literally Mark is like, "Oh, send that guy a text." And Ice Cube very confidently goes, "He's homeless, he can't receive texts." And Mark goes, "Everybody's got a phone now."
"Is that what he said?"
That's one of them said it to the other. I don't remember how it happened, but it happened in that exact same way. And I'm like, that is the dumbest thing ever. And then he pulled out the phone, and I'm like, no, shut up.
He
There's
did.
no way
He pulls
that's
out a
what
phone. He replies like, "Hell no! There's aliens shooting everywhere. I'm not gonna go flip it up." And so like they're like, "If you do it, then you'll be a hero and stuff." The way they convince him is they send him $1,000 Amazon gift card. They
they
send him a
sent him
one
an
hundred.
Amazon
They
gift
send
card.
him a $1,000 Amazon gift card, which he received by text. So he already
Not,
has it.
by the way, not worth it
And
for
this
your life
dude,
in an
this
alien
dude is
invasion.
a genuine hero because instead of just taking the Amazon gift card that they already texted them and just saying, "Yeah, fuck you guys, I have it already, bye." He goes, runs toward the street, flips the drone upside down, and he's like, "Yeah, we did it!" And he flies the drone over to the government building, and Ice Cube is like running over to the data center, and Mark is piloting the drone, coming after uh, going after Ice Cube, and Ice Cube gets attacked by like a tentacle from the tripod. Tripods have tentacles. He gets attacked from the tentacle, and it's like trying to diddle him, and he kicks it away, and he keeps running. And then the
Push
drone
that
finally
boy.
makes it over to him, and then he takes the USB thumb drive, and he just plugs it into the data center. He's like, "Gotcha!" And then we think that he died because I think like some like alien goo or something like collapses in on him. But he lives, and they save the day. All the tripods, get shut down or they get destroyed or something like that. And then they take a happy ever after photo, which is the same photo that everyone uses for their profile pictures throughout the movie. So hey, that was a crazy movie. I enjoyed it. I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10 or maybe 5 out of 10. I think I gave it a 5 out of 10, which was average. And then you were like, "JD, don't be so generous." I remember the rating you gave it, but what would you give it now, James?
Still two.
Still two. I thought you gave it a four.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's still a two.
A 2 out of 10?
Oh, out of 10. I thought we were talking out of 100.
James is just kidding with you guys. You know he enjoyed it too, even though he
This
actually
movie's
did
only
fall asleep.
enjoyable. No, no, this is what I talk about when I talk about this. This movie was only enjoyable, JD, because I had you there with me to watch it. I had something to help me get through it.
Well, here's the
Normal
thing.
people are not going to go watch this with somebody with them to riff at it.
It's way
They're
more
going to go
enjoyable to
watch it to just
watch.
watch it.
It's more enjoyable to watch bad movies with friends than to watch good movies with friends. That's just what I think. Because if you're watching a good movie with friends, you just won't talk to your friend. You're just focused on the movie. But if you're watching bad movies with friends, there is so much material to work with. It's great. Damn. I give it a damn out of 10. It's great. Don't watch it alone because you won't enjoy it.
This is
James
sound like a
literally fell
threat.
asleep during the movie.
I I that was with JD, but also
He
I am a
did not off.
very easily tired person. I
So you say.
I get very little sleep.
That's true. You like sent me a message like super late at night.
Hold on, hold on. You sent me a message at like 1 a.m. or
No,
11:30
I didn't,
p.m.
James.
I sent it at 1 a.m., but you sent it at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah, I sent you at 11:30, which is not like the latest anyone's ever stayed up at. So I sent you at 1:30, but then you replied at 1 a.m. So,
To be
James.
fair, I woke up at my desk at 1 and then I went to my bed
Oh, okay.
and woke up at 5.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get more sleep than that. So, I go to sleep and I wake
Um,
up late.
I just don't have time for things.
Right. For sleeping. So
Sorry, I fell asleep. What did you say?
that was Ice Cube's World of the Worlds. It was
Hmm.
it was an experience. Certainly was.
It
I'm just
it's
waiting for
certainly an
something to
experience.
top that experience. Um,
I mean it's nothing on Meg 2.
Honestly, that was probably like the worst like movie objectively that I've ever seen. It's not the lowest rating I gave a movie because there are some movies that I thought were objectively better, but I just didn't like as much as World of the Worlds. But that probably was like the worst movie I've watched. It was significantly worse than Meg 2, in like every single way. So, um, and I
Meg
never
2 has
thought
a
I would
lot
ever
of
say that.
problems.
But before
Meg 2
that,
has a lot of goddamn
before that,
problems.
Meg 2 was probably like the worst movie that I've objectively seen, at least in recent memory. But now it's War of the Worlds for sure. And you know what that means, James? In order to find so the peak, my rating has changed now. Peak is still Venom 3, and then bottom. Bottom is World of Worlds.
I keep telling people that I'm like, no, no, guys, you don't understand. Venom 3 is so good. And then everyone's like, no, it was bad. I'm like, oh, right.
Really?
You
Yeah,
guys
I
didn't
know.
watch it like I did.
It's because literally no one had the peak movie experience like we had in Venom 3. It was just too good. Even the trailers were leading up to was like 10 out of 10.
It was so good.
But you know what that means?
People
We
will
just have to
never,
find a
people,
new bottom or a new peak, and I think it's easier to find a new bottom because we still haven't watched
I,
Moonfall.
you know what? That might be next.
I'm just saying, man, we have to watch
Is
Moonfall.
can we watch Moonfall
Do you
next?
want to do a live, the live webcam commentary reaction with Moonfall?
I'm good with that. I can put
Okay,
that one
cool.
together if you want.
Because I quote Moonfall all the time with like the mega structure in the moon, but I've never actually watched it. So
It's all from my descriptions of the
yeah,
movie to you. I think I was like doing a version of live tweeting where I was just live messaging you on Discord while I
you
watched
cannot
the
tell me you don't like
movie.
Moonfall, James, because I know you've watched it
I
multiple
can't
times.
because it's not me watching, it's my dad. It's his favorite movie and he keeps putting it on and I'm like, how do they keep streaming this?
What's your go-to movie? Moonfall.
In one world.
Ugh. If you guys
So
enjoyed,
wait, hold on, before we end it, I've been
uh,
introducing my dad. So there's a very popular comic book artist named Frank Miller.
Uh,
he's a very great artist, but he's had a bit of a mental decline lately, I think,
he's
or
gotten
something.
senile.
His art certainly depicts that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sending you a few examples. My dad really liked his art, so I was trying to like introduce him to the, as I call it, the Frank Miller decline.
Yeah. Yeah.
The the Wolverine.
Is this all like
It's
official or is it?
this is all his official art. I'm gonna show you his original art as well that like shows his like talent and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This looks kind of
oh
fire.
fuck, I forgot about this one.
Wait, that Wonder Woman cover that he
I
drew that you sent me
forgot
looks
about this
exactly like
one.
he took a image of a chimp with like its baby on its back and just traced over it.
I think he did.
Actually, they all look like
He's
chimps.
yeah, it's really weird. He's not a bad artist though. Like he's
Is the bottom
really
one the
good.
one you said that Frank Miller's like peak?
This was the one I introduced the downfall to my dad with. I was like, so Frank Miller's falling off, and my dad's like, Frank Miller didn't draw this, and I'm like, Dad, this is Frank Miller. He's like, no, wait, no, it's not. Jim, you can't lie to me. I know Frank Miller art. This isn't him. I'm like, Dad, I don't know what to tell
Why
you.
is that? Why are they doing that pose in the cover? Both
It's
of them.
so good.
Oh
It's
my
so
god.
he's really talented. He did one of maybe like the most popular Batman books of all time, and I do not know what happened, like where the actual fall off was.
I think he just got
But
tired of drawing good stuff, so he's like, time to rage bait. I enjoy rage
he
baiting. Let's draw
he's
this.
he's responsible for one of the most iconic Batman pictures ever that like even Zack Snyder attempted to quote the Batman jumping with the lightning strike in the background behind him.
Um
And here's his really good art, by the way.
oh, this is Frank Miller's good art.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it looks pretty
Does
good.
it even look like it's drawn by the same
It
person?
doesn't look like the art styles are like completely different.
It's that's where I'm confused. I'm like, it's not even like you can see the decline. It's like it's a completely different person.
Yeah,
And I
what
don't know
happened?
where or when it
Yeah, I
started
think what
or
happened was
how it happened.
someone killed Frank Miller and then just stole his identity. I think that's what happened.
I think you're right. It gets worse.
Oh, oh my.
I don't know what happened.
I think he took more inspiration from Pablo Picasso in his latest drawings. They all look so square.
From Pablo Picasso.
Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, you should like, subscribe. We do these every Sunday. They drop every Sunday. Uh, and if you like James, all of his links are in the description. Go check him out there. And that's it for me, James. Bring us out.